Well, you're welcome back. It's Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Mazino Appeal. And as you know, nutrition is the science that interprets the nutrients and how they help fuel our body for different activities, different things. So this morning, we're joined by nutritionist Ebenezer Miracle, a nutritionist who is passionate about healthy living, and he will be sharing natural aphrodisiacs for men. Honestly, I can't wait to find out these details. So let's welcome in Mr. Miracle. Ebenezer Miracle, how are you doing this morning?
I'm very good. How are you doing too?
I am fantastic, but I can't wait to learn most of what you have to tell us today. It's a topic that, whether we like it or not, as men, we are very curious about. Some of us don't want to spend too much about it, but that's a very big part of our lives, whether we like it or not. So aphrodisiacs, we have them in the markets as tablets and stuff like that, but you are about to inform us about how we can go about this the natural way, using the nutrients that we can find, I guess, in our foods and vegetables and stuff. But what details do you have to share? What are these natural aphrodisiacs?
Okay. Before I state out what the natural aphrodisiacs are, I would like to say something about the common one we all know, which is Viagra.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to talk about the mechanism of Viagra. The major thing Viagra does is to help blood flow, easy blood flow through the male reproductive organ.
Okay.
Yeah. So what it does is that it somehow expands the arteries through the male reproductive organ, and it allows blood to flow easily by releasing nitric oxide. Yeah, nitric oxide.
Okay.
That is the major mechanism of Viagra, and that is what most guys use to help them boost their sexual life.
Okay.
So there are other ways, and there are other options also, which are very harmful. Why I started with Viagra is the most common one. We all know Viagra. We men know the Viagra. There are other ways which some other men use to try to boost up their sexual performance, which is all these local concoctions.
Yeah.
Yeah, the local concoctions. So those ones too also are touted to help boost your sexual drive or your sexual performance, but there are life-threatening risks that are linked to, yes, either the Viagra or the local concoction you see on the way with a woman that you don't know her background or something.
Okay.
So there are life-threatening risks that are linked to that, especially local concoctions. One is that you don't know the ingredients in the local concoctions.
Yes.
Two is that you are not even sure of the dosage of the local concoctions.
Yeah.
The woman just gives you one shot of whatever it is, and you just drink it. And sometimes some people take more than they are supposed to take for the local concoction. So those things might lead to heart diseases. They might lead to liver and kidney failure, because really you don't know what is there, and they wouldn't tell you the dosage. You just get
But that's
one
not to
root
say
and
that
one
it doesn't. That's not to say that it doesn't work. These local concoctions, do they actually work?
Oh, the thing here is this local concoctions. What is being touted about them mostly is that it helps to increase the size of your male reproductive organ, which is not possible. It's nothing helps to increase the size. Your size is your size.
Please say that again for all the guys in the back to hear. It's
Your
not
size
true,
is
is
your
it?
size. Nature has given you a size. Your size is your size. What is the male reproductive organ is surrounded by sponges and arteries and muscles. Yeah, a muscle cannot elongate. A muscle can only expand.
Okay. So what do
Yeah, it can
aphrodisiacs
elongate.
do then, if not
What
expand the size?
Okay, what aphrodisiacs do is that they help blood to flow. The normal mechanism of the male reproductive organ is every man experiences that. At 6 a.m. when you wake up, a normal man would have an erection. Because by the time you slept through the night, what happens is that there's easy blood flow. There's no stress, nothing is, yes, you're not thinking about anything, you're not anxious, everything flows well. So there's easy blood flow down to every part of your body. So what aphrodisiac does is that they increase the blood flow down to that side.
Okay. Okay. All right. So
Yeah, so
what
that's
are
what they
these?
do.
What
So
are these natural aphrodisiacs then that are not harmful that we can actually use? What would you advise?
okay, there are different types of them. All of them are actually natural foods we see every day. Some things like chocolates,
Oh.
Contains like banana, yes, chocolates, especially the dark chocolates. Things like banana, things like chili pepper,
Oh.
things like avocado, yes. But the one thing here is that most of these things I've mentioned, apart from chili pepper, they all contain calories. I'll get to that later.
Okay.
I'll get to that later. So from chocolate, what chocolate does is that it has a compound called phenylethylamine.
All right.
It's a chemical compound. It has phenylethylamine. And what this compound does is that it helps to produce a hormone called serotonin.
Okay.
Serotonin is a feel-good hormone. It helps with your moods. When you are very happy, that means serotonin has been circulated around your body and has gone to your brain, and your brain has gotten a message that you should be happy, so you're happy. So it controls everything about your feeling good. So when you take dark chocolates before going to bed or something, when you take dark chocolate, it releases that hormone, that serotonin hormone. So it makes you feel good and a little bit boosts your libido for that period of time.
Okay. So there's no
Yeah.
dosage to
So
this. Just consume it.
no, I would come to the dosage later. Remember, I said all of them contain calories.
Yes.
Yeah, so I will still come to the dosage. The other kind of foods that are involved, like I said, chili peppers, avocado, and banana. What these ones do is the chili pepper and the avocado, mostly what they do is they just help to produce nitric oxide to the body that helps to expand the arteries in the male reproductive organ. And by expanding it, it helps blood to flow easily.
Okay.
And where blood flows easily, that is the major thing in erection. The major mechanism in erection is that blood flows through the male reproductive organ, it gets turgid and erected.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so that's what happens. So what this other food does is that it helps to produce nitric oxide. Nitric oxide will help to expand the arteries, then the blood will flow easily. Then there's an erection, an easy erection without stress, without anything. There's another one also called it's watermelon. Watermelon is also part of it. That one, it releases citrulline. Citrulline is also a major compound in any Viagra products. There are different kinds of Viagra products. So citrulline is a major compound in Viagra products. Now, coming back to the dosages of these different food items I've called,
Yes.
most of them they contain calories. Dark chocolate contains heavy calories. You can see 100 grams of dark chocolate that might be containing up to 400 or 500 grams, 500 calories per just 100 grams. The banana, just a finger of banana contains like 89 to 90 kilocalories. Same thing with avocado. Yes. A normal medium size of avocado is about
That's very
240
strange there,
kilocalories.
Eben, because one would think that bananas, you can just chomp on bananas all through the day and not worry about maybe even gaining weight. But here you're telling me that it has so much calories. Are you asking me to be very wary about my consumption of bananas?
Not like you should be very worried about it. Just reduce it. It's
Really?
portion size. Everything is about moderation. So what I was saying is that every of these food I've called, all of them has calorie. They have caloric implications. So we need to also look at the fact that we should not just dabble into them and start eating them in any amount we want, because we heard that they are natural aphrodisiac.
Okay.
So apart from this food, there are other things that you should take into cognizance that would help to boost your sexual performance. Apart from food, because if you want to depend on food, that means you're adding more calories to yourself, and on the long run, if you take them without dosage, it's just like you're going back to take the concoction without dosage, which might have some health effects. These ones might not have real health effects, but they might just add more weight to your body. You just gain more pounds on the long run. So what is advisable here is, apart from this food, the best thing is stick to a healthy diet.
Okay.
Because there are other foods also, yes, there are other foods that would help you. Because one thing about sexual performance is anxiety. When you're anxious, blood doesn't flow down through. Yes, when you're anxious. So stick to a healthy diet, take very good rest.
Okay.
This is even more of a diet.
I have a very interesting question for you, Eben. Now, lately on social media, we are aware of all these noise about special package. I don't know how it's applied or what the applications or methods or dosages might be. I don't know if you've heard about that. Do you have any cautions, or do you have any words or thoughts about this aphrodisiac for, I don't know if it's applied to the man or applied to the woman, but what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I've heard about special package. I've heard about the Karamata stuff. The special package, I guess, is mainly for the female folks. I don't think it's for the male, because it's for the female folks to be able to get the guys to look their side. I really haven't gone into research about what it's contained there, and I don't think it's something that is taken orally. I think it's something that is put on the body or something.
Any advice against it or for it? Any advice at all?
Well, I wouldn't advise for it. In fact, it's not even taken orally. The special package is, will I say it's black magic or dark magic? I really don't know. I don't know.
I don't know myself.
I really don't know the mechanism behind that. Seriously, I don't know the mechanism behind that. But since it's not orally ingested, I don't think it has any implications on health, apart from the fact that everybody thinks it's dark magic. I also think it's dark magic.
Okay.
So like I was saying, I was saying, everything still boils down to a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
Everything for your performance, even outside the bed, outside the other room, your performance generally still boils down to a healthy lifestyle. Your diet is important, apart from the other foods I've got, other kind of diet is important. Your lifestyle is important, whether you exercise or not.
Okay.
And your rest, you need good rest.
I also noticed that a lot of people patronize these roadside hawkers who claim that these concoctions are good for one's sexual habits. Would you advise that people patronize these guys? They come from different cultures. Mostly I see plenty from the north, and they swear by them that they're actually good. I don't know if you've done any research, whether personally or otherwise, as to whether it really works, but do you advise people to patronize these guys?
Okay, there are two set of people that actually off this kind of aphrodisiacs in quote. One is the people from the Western part that deals with roots and herbs and all. The main thing is that we really don't know what is inside.
What is inside?
Yeah,
okay.
We don't know. Yeah, we don't know.
So you wouldn't absolutely advise that we patronize.
Yes. Well, so it might just be a mixture of ewedu and ugu and bitakula and carrots. We don't know. We really don't know.
Well,
we don't know. But the thing is that it gives implications to your system, because everything goes down to your kidneys and your liver. Yeah. Because that is the work. The work of the kidney and the liver is to detoxify whatever comes into it.
Well, thank you very much, Eben. We'd look forward to having you back on. I'm sure that people might have plenty of questions, and they'd send them over to us. When they do, we'll make sure that you get it and that you come back on TV with us so we can have these questions answered. Thank you very much. We love your work, and we look forward to having you back on the show again next time. Well, that's it for our health section there, nutrition actually. So do stay tuned. Let's go on a break. When we get back, it's still sizzling in the kitchen, and we have more for you on Wake Up Nigeria.